It's two shy guys a mile high, and we're gonna run it like this.
Certified on the track.
Now, to my cats in Chi-Town. This is the problem I have with the R. Kelly story. Chicago, I done shifted it. Chicago is the city of big shoulders. Much respect forever. You ain't never got that. You say you from Chicago. Respect. Respect.
Appreciate you.
All right.
So tell me how this clown
Appreciate you.
is plucking little kids up out the mall, out the McDonald's. I was in Chi-Town with my wife's best friends from, what's it called? Benton Harbor, Michigan. So we fly into Chicago, drive over there, fly back, hang out. Got some of that thick pizza, went to one of the malls and like,
Giordano's probably.
Giordano's, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And the popcorn, what's the popcorn?
Garrett's.
All of that. We in the mall. I'm looking for hats. I'm trying to get me Walter Payton something.
Shout out Sweetness.
Come on.
Yeah,
Hear
rest
a
in
bunch
peace,
of-
shout
hear a
out.
bunch of people screaming. I go back to my wife and her partner is. I said, it's R. Kelly over there. She said, oh, that fool be here all the time. I didn't know all this. This was a while ago. So how you the city of big shoulders would represent and hold things down? Cats getting killed for nothing. And this dude's still walking around. I had a problem with that shot down. Now, and I say he just got out on bail.
Oh, word.
They roughed him up in there, but my
man.
point is, I know Chicago City big shoulders. They don't play like that.
They don't, man. It's been interesting just to be kind of out of the city and back and forth, hearing
Yeah.
different stories, and people like, well, but that's who he's been. I mean, this is not
Yeah, that's
something that's not known to people that's Chicago. I don't know.
And
to
for
do it
me,
like
that don't make it easier. That make it
Nah.
worse for me because I
Right.
know Chicago cats.
and I think he's been held to a higher standard as, don't use it in this word, but like as a god
Yeah.
for people that represent
Lowercase
Chicago.
c, yeah.
Untouchable type of
Exactly.
dude.
So
yeah.
it's like untouchable. So the people that grew up, I mean, you grow up on listen to the music,
Right.
So I mean, you hear it at graduations, you hear it. So you got that. You feed into it all. It's on Space Jam. It's on all these type of things that we grew up knowing. So you get held to a higher standard. So when you see this guy, it's almost like, oh my God, eyes wide open to seeing it. And then the other people that's feeding into the stuff as well. So the people that's
Sending their daughters over there.
It's like,
What's the reality?
I
Like,
wouldn't
what's
do
the-
it. So, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Is it true or not? Because the guy's willingly sending their daughters over, or the family.
Crick.
You know what I'm saying? So
It comes out of
So it's
personal
like-
choice. I mean, at that point, like you were talking about before, like
I got that.
You,
no, it's
got-
like,
I
is it
got-
happening because the father right here is willingly saying, yeah, go over there with this middle-aged man, and I want you to be
My 19-year-old.
Yeah, not even. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're sending these people, so it's like, well, I don't think nobody would send so I don't believe it right now. So it's like, we from it's not the show me state, but you need to tell me like facts and data about what happened.
Right. What's
So it's
going on
like,
there?
depends on what you believe and what you trust. But
So
you
y'all,
can't
so
see it
Chicago
now.
people don't believe that that's real.
See, that's the thing.
I'm asking.
Chicago people do, some don't. Some people understand that it's real and they don't hate him. They hate the other people that played a role into it.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think I'm coming for them too.
Yeah.
I'm from Seattle. I guess we don't have no R. Kelly. If Jimi Hendrix was touching little kids, we come to see him.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Who we got? Bill Gates? Let me find out. I mean, he took our city to another level.
The level. Yep.
Russell Wilson, we coming to see you. When Sean Kemp, and that's my man, had his problem with drugs, the hood knew, and our heart hurt, but we didn't dismiss that. And Chicago tougher than Seattle by every stretch. So I heard you, I received that. I need you to know I still got a problem with it, because here it is.
Wrong is wrong.
Say
Exactly.
what you want to
Wrong is
say.
wrong.
If that was Wilford's little sister,
Right. Yeah.
and Wilford called you, everything else anybody else did is out the question because that's your man, it's $100,000. And his little sister Wilhelmina is your people's.
So you got to see me.
So at that point, but it's kind of like, as church people, no, I won't go there. It's kind of like, Yeah, we see it way over there until it lands here. And how many daughters do it have to land on the porch before the city of big shoulders that I know and love? Check that cat, man.
It should have been happening.
I mean, I know the vice lords, I know the GDs, the BGDs, all that. He done paid everybody off? Come on, man.
But
And he ain't got that kind of
I was
money.
going to say, he ain't got it. He don't seem like he be too intelligent in most of the
I wasn't even gonna do that. I wasn't gonna literarily shade.
But it's almost
keep it
cultish
real.
in the mentality of it, as if when somebody is such a high standard like that, or held in such a high esteem, that you dismiss a lot of the wrongdoing, and that should never be the case, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so,
As soon as you hear one, it's like, hey,
but that's
it should've been taken
evil.
care of.
Wrong is wrong.
Because they
right
took him
is
into
right,
jail.
wrong is wrong.
Oh yeah,
So
oh yeah. I'm pretty sure.
What was we waiting on the house? I mean, talk about Chicago. Capone could have got away with it,
Oh yeah.
but Capone probably would have did something. Especially if he started snatching little Italian girls.
Oh yeah, the mob would have been on that.
But different.
That Chicago
times,
mob
too.
is not for play.
You don't play with nobody.
You can't
Just,
play around.
and it's just, and that's where we talked about that awareness, man. You have to be authentic, genuine. Because if you're selling wolf cookies, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna get eaten by that wolf, man.
Let me get a double pack of wolf
Like,
cookies, extra cream, please.
But you know what it's like. It's like you, and I think that's why it's so hard for us to believe and take that in, because it's like, yo, like that's just no. And if you rolling with this guy for however long, you know his tendencies, right? You kind of know that as the crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So it's like you
enable.
let that happen. It's like you enable that to happen around, especially these young women. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not judging. I don't know what his plight was, but obviously there's something there that needs to be that needed to be checked before all this came out. So
I know this. Everybody ain't lying on this dog.
For real.
I can't get that many people to tell the same truth.
Message.
yo,
Come on.
that's what
I spend all day trying to tell everybody who believe in Jesus, go tell somebody about Jesus, and they don't.
Yo,
So you mean to tell me all these people telling lies on Aura? Man, he made 12 plate chocolate factory. Man, we love Aura. Bruh.
Just because you love it, don't mean that it ain't true.
I got two daughters, so
or
maybe
make
I'm
it right.
Exactly.
or make it right. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
And it's just
And talented people can do heinous stuff. We know that.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
and I think people can see, not necessarily you, but see people like preachers, people even like their parents.
Yeah.
They hold them to such a high standard and high degree that your eyes are just closed to the wool, and then you don't want to really
Until it comes home.
Yeah,
Until it don't even have to be my dog. If he called me and say, dude done touched his daughter, and dude is my guy, yeah, I'm calling my dude. Hey man, my man Alan called me. I'm gonna hear his side of the story, but we finna have a come to Jesus meeting. I just need you to know that Chicago don't look good in that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And dismissing that y'all don't believe that, maybe I know I'm not the only voice. Ain't nobody buying that.
no,
Oh, yeah, people know-
it's
people
and
know
that's just
the
like,
game,
well, when
man.
at this point, like you said, you have to just go and say, all right, you hope that the right thing happens there, but he's
Now, out of transparent, what's it called? Full disclosure. I actually believe Michael Jackson because everything about him makes him a mark for those that would do that. And then it came out that it was called, not espionage, that's fine. What is it? Extortion. What you've known about Michael makes him a mark. So I believe that. They tried it in court. I believe that. He didn't settle out of court. I believe that. I can believe that. But everything I know about Aura prior to this coming out
Oh, yeah, he did.
makes this believable. It makes you listen to Age Ain't Nothing But a Number different.
Different.
It makes you listen to I Don't See Nothing Wrong. I know you're young, but you're ready. What you talking to, cuz?
he's letting you know.
Hey,
Seems like you're ready. Wow.
yeah. I mean,
Wow.
and once again,
I'm sorry.
the
Y'all didn't bring me here. I flipped the script on them.
we appreciate that, man. 'cause
I'm
we-
back.
No, we
But I just said we just having real talk.
yes sir, yes sir.
We having real
That's
talk.
real talk.
That's what.
But yeah, you should.
appreciate
Wrong
it.
is wrong. You should have been taking care of it.
And that's it. So that's what I'm saying. If he's a pervert, it is what it is. I'm more disappointed in my second city. Chicago's the nation's second city.
Yeah.
Everything I know about Chicago, they don't play like that. My stepfather from the West Side. Everything rest in peace. Everything I know about Chicago to be true. Man, we coming to see y'all. You say something bad about Michael Jordan, it might get shot.
For real.
And that's just how that's how it is, man.
3 or 4 people you can't mess with. I guess ours in there. Mayor Daley.
Wow, man.
Man, blaspheme Mayor Daley. See somebody run up on you. Michael Jordan. Oprah Winfrey. Walter Payton.
Yeah.
And apparently R. Kelly. And Al Capone.
And Harold Washington.
Harold Washington.
Mayor
First black.
Harold
Chi-town.
Washington.
Chi-town.
The Honorable. Right man. Harold Washington.
My mama made sure. She's like, you gotta understand this, son. I was like,
on, man.
what? Okay, I didn't understand it.
But Daley, if Daley would have became president of the United States, it would have been a demotion. Being the mayor of Chicago.
He got some pull, man. He got some pull, man.
Wasn't no president of the United States if he didn't come see Daley. You better come kiss the ring, man.
Pull, man.
Come on, man.
Schools.
I'm talking about old man Daley. I ain't talking about baby Daley. Come on, Chi-town.
That's it, man.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. What else we talking about? Wilford, I done messed up the meet.
No,
I done got Chicago here around it. I got him up off my city, though. Did I get him off my city?
We gonna talk
It's been the tale of two cities, though. That's what it's been about.
Chi-town
and Seattle. That's where it's been.
Okay.
Because if
we still
here, man.
I wasn't going to go there. I was going to wait till it got bad.
Put down roots here, man. Love it here. But always got, love for the city.
You should represent where you from.
Always,
and be appreciated where you are. But I appreciate y'all letting me fellowship with you. Come on, what else we got? I'm here. I got this green tea in me. Ask me whatever you want. What? Church, culture, scripture, economics, what I know, sports, whatever.
Okay.
Fair game then.
Fair game.
So the relationships in 2020 versus 2021.
Yeah.
We talked about just
y'all got this new pimp in the
confidence. Like the confidence coming back with everybody getting out from COVID. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
I will say this. Don't. I'm clumsy with my words because it's a long day. COVID-19 is a mess. There are some good that came out of it. I think y'all's generation, you talking about relation, was so socially media platform that your generation, y'all millennials, have become antisocial. It is what it is, because I'm old. The hard part is that y'all okay with it. I think this pandemic forced y'all to deal with that.
Yeah.
You sit there and talk to yourself now.
Yeah.
And that gets scary. That's weird. It's forced you to realize that there is an underappreciated value for the human contact. Yeah. I've seen it in business. I've seen it in relationships. I've seen it in my field, in church. It forced us to, what I've been trying to get us up to speed in social media platforms and all that. We were able to reach more people than you've ever been able to reach before. Got it. We're doing several thousand. But it made people realize how much they actually need and want to go into the church. Think about this. Prior to pandemic, brick and mortar stores were actually closing.
That's real.
We were doing everything on the line. Then all you could do was on the line. Man, they couldn't wait to get in them malls once they opened.
Wow.
So as they opened that up, everybody started going for it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the pendulum is swinging. And I say that relationally. I got people in my office. I'm old man, get out of my line. We want counseling for relationships. And my first question, how y'all meet? Online. I'm old. Forgive me. I be laughing in their face. You did what? Because I'm from the old day where you go.
You gonna meet somebody out.
As Chi-town said, we're going to read the room. I'm trying to see what's happening. My wife ain't listening. But I'm reading what she's saying and what she's not saying. Come on, talk to me. I'm a player from the Himalayas. You can read what's said, what's not said. Come on, talk to me. And then I'm looking in the eye to see which one of my lies she gonna believe. You know what I'm saying? All that get lost in there.
That text, man.
Because you guys got cyber gangsters. Everybody's tough guy.
Oh my! That's
Everybody's a Mac. You'll say anything with your thumbs that you wouldn't say to her face. Right? The true player would say the audacious to her. Exactly. I'm popping my collar. Y'all can't see me because we're on the radio. But if I'm popping my collar, you understand? I'm a player once removed, but you know what I'm saying? It's genetically predisposed for it. You know what I'm talking about?
But it made it a difference because you actually wanted to go meet somebody. It was like almost if it gets to that point where you can get the number. You've already done the hardest part about that, talking to the person,
I struggled
getting to know them a little bit.
I'm glad I'm married 26 years on Wednesday. But I couldn't be single.
The game different. Like
Game
I said,
different.
bro.
So my understanding, they won't give you the number. You got to get them on the DM or follow them on the.
They said it's a layer of protection.
Yeah, follow you.
What?
Good, follow me. I'm a player. Well, I just follow you. You see these gators I got on? I'm not follow you.
Follow me.
I'm trying to lead you to somewhere you ain't never been. But take your shoes off when you're standing solid ground. I'm sorry. And that's it. Look, when I don't drink, I'm in here stomping my feet like I got on now. I ain't got nothing but bunions. But I just, you know what I'm saying? It's pimping, man. Follow you. Who is you? I'm the star. You better follow me. And matter of fact, step to the back. You gotta work your way up to the varsity starting lineup. Why? I couldn't do it. I'd be a train wreck. Like, who is this old dude in here with all these keys? You know how old dudes be in there, all the keys trying to holler at them.
Straight gentleman.
I'm so glad. I gotta keep my wife healthy because I can't go back out there. Please don't die, honey. Poo poo. Please don't die.
It is.
Oh man,
it's made dating harder though. From what I've seen, we have a
Clarify, player.
From what I've seen, we have an older son, and so going through that with him and trying to understand, like, hey, what do y'all do now? It's like, well, we just, like you said, Snapchat. We do all that. It was we used to be on the phone like to 3 in the morning.
And me and my brothers would fight.
Who
get the phone?
Because we didn't have no two-way. You just had to wait. You got a busy signal because my brother on there line to some chick. I'm trying to holler.
3 hours. Nobody getting
different
through
positions and stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
You playing with stuff.
And then you can't go do nothing long because you know she going to call. So you got to be at the house because one, ain't nobody going to take no message.
Oh, no.
2, and then you got to pick up the phone and act like you wasn't sitting there waiting for her to call, right?
Come on, man.
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
You got to pick it up for the OG, fix it up.
Mom, I'm on the phone. Mama, get on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't let mama. Boy, you're nasty.
Yeah.
Get on
Get off my phone. Oh, my God. Hey,
Oh, what this generation don't have to ever understand is, hello, hi, may I speak to Aaron? Aaron can't come to the phone. It's too late. And what's you doing calling here this late? And who are you? Who's your pastor? You know, you'll get the questions.
A little screening. Some screening.
I'm sorry, you ain't never. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll never have it again. You know, you got to go back to school the next day. Like, girl, I did call you. Your big mom picked up the phone. The phone is in her pocket now.
Right.
So I don't know. I think that's the challenge, and so I can just speak from an outsider's view. Go back to something we said about half an hour ago. When you're less sociable, it's got to affect the relationships. Because you know what? Girls still need the same thing they always needed. Your attention. Make them feel like they're special. Even if they're not. You lying to them to make them feel like that. Right? Problem is, if you do that via text, and he does it to her face.
Which one mean more? Which one getting that effect?
Basic math says you finna be single. Social math says she always goes after the one she can't get.
True.
That's wild.
Right? So I used to master the delicate balance of keeping them backpedaling.
Turn them hips.
I'm the receiver. She's the DB.
DB.
She has no idea where I'm going. Just run with me.
You gotta follow me.
Catch me if you can.
Hey, don't hold me, no pass interference.
I keep them guessing.
Megatron.
Mess around, get jammed
Come
up at that
on.
line too.
That's the swim move. You know, walk to the spot, 2 or 3 of them is in the swim move. Talking to my frat brother, girl, what's happening? Don't interrupt two players when you talk. Ooh, swim move, swim move.
I do.
Stutter step right here at the time. Give him the choppy chop. Fake the go route, hit him with the slant. You out the club.
Oh man, what
I
would
hit the
you?
number 2 slant in the club a couple of times. Oop, gotta go.
Gotta do that.
What would you? What would you tell someone?
Now, hold on. I don't know that I answered your question, but I had fun. Come on.
I like
Did
that.
Everything is good. You
challenges that
gotta
are above my pay grade.
just stay consistent in your relationships and let people know you care. That's the main thing.
And let you answer it. Let me, and I'm coming to you, Will. Let me talk to people that might be listening my age. Humans ain't changed the same, no matter what technology does. Our needs are still consistent. So I'm making fun of y'all platform just because we don't know how to use it. But life is short. You don't know how short your short is. You got people you care about and let them know, and I don't care how you do it. If it's text, FaceTime, Snapchat story, whatever, Twitter, tick and talking, whatever, let your people know you love them.
That's real.
Because one day they will be gone. And nothing hurts like leaning over a casket with the guilt that you didn't let that person know how much they meant to you.
Yeah, that's big.
Because you can't fix that.
Yeah.
Now that's an answer to your question. That can be relational, family, whatever you and your uncle who touched your sister are grieving over. Y'all better get it right.
That's real talk.
Move on. Will, what were you
Man,
like?
my story was on the spiritual side. So
Come on,
how
Will.
do you speak as somebody you
Please
baptized?
clean it up, because they were talking about pivoting, patterning, and playing over the
Man.
video. You're a Chi-Town news dude. You know how they do.
Chicago. It is what it is. But how do you speak to somebody you baptized me, born again?
Yeah.
I'm got my sea legs and my
Yeah,
Christianity and
yeah.
my spirituality.
Yeah.
As you grow in faith and as on this journey, how do you speak to somebody that's just trying to go in faith and at the same time you do the things, you're praying, you're listening to God, but how do you speak to somebody that needs to heed to his instructions and actually do what he says? You know, I mean, we can hear God all day,
Yeah.
but you still got to take the action.
Oh,
do what you need to do.
I try to encourage and breathe life and create opportunities. That sounds so corporate. Hey, I'm not auditioning for a job or whatever. But what that means is your faith journey is just that. It's a journey, and you grow along it. It's important to know that. It's not just going to heaven. I mean, if there's a heaven, the scripture says there is. I ain't never been there. And anybody that's been there, it must be good. They ain't came back. But walking with God is a journey that's bigger than just going to heaven. Now, I say that to say this. We grow in that intimacy by walking with Him daily. Now, so what do I say to my people that are like you? That growth. I got a grandbaby, Serena, who just turned 1. Shout out to Serena.
Oh yeah.
But I don't expect her to run a marathon. She can barely stand. And we celebrate her standing. She climbed up to the leg of the couch the other day and then backed off and put her hands up, right? You know how they do that? They do this. They got their hands up for their balance. Well, the same is in your spiritual walk. And we applaud your little wobbly sea legs. But we can also see the track star that will be. But how do we get you to track star? Feed them, love them, encourage them, push them, spank them, time out, restriction, go to work, go to school, intern, try things you never tried before. Go play baseball, go play football, go do gymnastics, go do karate, go do kung fu, go swimming. You ain't gonna like all of those. but we expose you to stuff that's outside of your comfort zone so that you can figure out where your zone is.
Nice.
It's the same in the spiritual. Feed them, love them, encourage them, create opportunities for them to shape their call, purpose, and calling. Grow them, challenge them, scold them, send them in timeout, bring them out, let's go work. That's how it happens. It doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. And so at the toddler stage, you're still a consumer. But soon and very soon, you will be a participant in your own growth. And it goes in stages. And you and I don't get to define it, but I've just been doing it long enough. But we love them, feed them, nurture them, pick them up when they fall. You know, when you first start walking, you gonna fall. But you notice when babies fall, they wait for your reaction before they react. How old is your younger?
4, he'll be 5 in a few
So you
months.
know this.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You notice that God has wired their inner equilibrium that most of the time they fall on the softest part. As tall as when they first start walking, they fall on their butt most of the time. About 4 or 5, they fall on their face, right? Because they're doing extra. But if mama's nervous because she failed, baby cries. Daddy, and we usually like this with our son. Oh, get up, you all right. Dust it off. Or if you actually know they hurt themselves, but you don't want to overreact. Oh, let me kiss it. As soon as you kiss it, what happened? They swear it's a healer. Why? Because no matter how it feels, you got me. That's the same in your spiritual walk. God designed you're going to fall. You're going to fall probably on the softest spot. We ain't going to overreact. Get back up. You all right? Get back up. Doing stupid stuff in your marriage? You all right? Get back up. Go on home. Take your lumps. Next time I see you, I expect to see you with eyes back. That's yours. That's part of the course, though. The question becomes, even when you take L's, what did you learn with that L?
Real talk.
Because the only way to get to where you're going, you got to go through certain things. He said, except you enter tribulation, you cannot enter the kingdom of God. So if you go through great tribulation. So it's part of the journey. So that's what I walk with him. And I show him. And that's why sometimes in all my scholarly stuff, I keep it a little rough around the edges. Why? So people can understand that it ain't all ho, ho. Right?
Yeah.
There's a, we call it a gospel of shoe leather that actually walks in Timberlands and Chucks. That actually walks. It has to walk it out. And if you can see by my life, I'm walking on this road, but I'm actually walking it amongst people, then you're going to be encouraged. Right? I can't lead you nowhere I ain't been. So that's what I try to do. And tell people, be authentic. This is what I love about being in the Northwest. Be your authentic self in your faith walk. Don't be trying to pretend to be super Christian. Because life got a way of exposing you. I see people that see preachers preaching like, okay, he or she got a good little word, and they make it look easy. Making it look easy is hard as hell. We make it look easy because most people's receptivity is limited. We'll watch 2 hours, 3 hours of, what's that movie with the boat sank? Titanic. Man, if Reverend ain't done in 45 minutes, we'll go to the game and hope it go to overtime. Seattle Seahawks whooping the Chicago Bears. Unplug.
Yeah, we know it's just a story, but
Tell you a little analogy, Rev.
yeah.
But we pray for overtime because you feel like you get more bang for your buck. But when it comes to being intentional in your spiritual growth, we want 4 for 4. And we want the quick. Give me the nuggets, the burger, the frosty, surprise. So we try to challenge that. And we try to do it in a way.
Speaking of Nuggets, we're gonna pray they ain't gonna get swept tonight. I usually don't date episodes,
Oh,
but come
man. Dog.
Come on, bro.
Y'all playing the Suns.
Hear the sun.
Oh, let's put our black suits on.
Oh, boy.
Them boys for real.
You know, God has a funny way of working.
Come on. Hey, now he won't be spiritual.
I was over here sweeping in the kitchen.
I was
bro.
cleaning up. I was
Should've
like,
vacuumed, man.
I should have. I was like, he's talking to me. They
You
might,
trying to
I hope he ain't telling me that, but
They
I
did it
think
last year. Wasn't they down 3-1 and came back 3-0 or
but
something?
they won back down 3-0.
Quite
We're
true
about to pray
serious.
for you.
Hey, 3-1.
And that's why you was at church. I thought you was Rick Rowan. You was over there playing for 20 jokes.
London, I can swim tonight.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Lord, we need a healing for Murray right now.
Oh, for real.
That's what y'all missing.
Need
Big.
him back.
Yeah, without him.
Yeah.
Because them Suns is for real.
Yeah, they for real.
They ran through LeBron, them.
Man, easy.
I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron guy. I mean, I'm a Sonic fan. That's why I am until then.
That's what I was about to say. That's who we missing, the Seattle Supersonics. Hopefully they be able to get a team back here in Seattle.
They say that's next. But if you're trying to explain to me that there's a team in Sacramento, a team in Memphis, and ain't no team in Seattle, slap yourself.
I was hurt.
You
by
got a
that.
team in New Orleans. New Orleans has lost a team 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
That we can't get a team.
I can't get a team in Seattle.
That sucked when we came.
I'm
out
sorry,
here.
you might have to unplug it, shot time, because I might start flexing on somebody.
So when Seattle went to Oklahoma City, how did you feel about that move there in terms of rooting for the players that were once part of the
I would say this.
Because you had Durant,
What's
you
today?
drafted Westbrook, you had Durant.
What's
you
today?
had
What's
Jeffrey.
today? Today is June 12th.
June 12th, 13th?
I'm impressed. Because normally I say it's too soon to talk about it. This is the first time I'm not going to say that.
Yeah,
That's how sensitive this is for me.
I got you.
I never blame the players. I love to parlay this into another conversation. Never blame the players. Never blame the players. Did I root for Oklahoma City? Not once. I'm not a coffee drinker, so me boycotting Starbucks wasn't gonna help. And I got Starbucks stock, so should have almost. I might see you inspire me. But I'm still ticked off
Yeah.
with the mayor before him, city council, Clay Bennett, and what was the cat that owned him?
Howard Schultz.
Schultz. And most Sturdy. Sonics are out of here because Stern said, I'll show you. Stern's flexing.
Made an example.
And he said on his way out, I wasn't there. But they need to feel this for a minute. Now here's where my understanding is. I'm a Seattle boy. When the Sonics gentlemen swept Houston, I don't know what that 92, 94, the year we lost in 6 to you guys.
I wasn't going to say it, but
Yeah, we had action at that one. Here's what people miss. Where the Key Arena used to be the Coliseum, there was a move to tear that down and build a whole different arena. Instead, they refurbished it and built Key Arena. So Key Arena was built 94, 96, whatever, somewhere in there. Right. And then they upgraded it. What happened after that? Seattle built Safeco. Seattle tore down the Kingdome and built what was originally Seahawks Stadium, CenturyLink, whatever Lumen it is now. All this has happened. Then the city wanted, now it's about 10, 15 years later, they want a new basketball arena. What happened in between then? 2007 crash. So people say, why didn't y'all build an arena? What they miss is the NBA got the first one. Football and baseball got the second and third. By the time the second and third arena was built with some of the city money, the basketball came back to the table. Nah, we're not doing that. You should have did it right the first time. So that I understand. Most people, most basketball, NBA fans in Seattle, they're not going to have that linear, logical, fiscal conversation about it. Now, when that goes to the mayor and to the city, what happened is Katrina hit. Oklahoma City was supposed to get New Orleans. Remember, New Orleans was owned by the Saints owner and it wasn't the Pelicans. What were they called then? The Jazz. No, they used to be the Jazz.
Oh, they talk about the Hornets.
The Hornets. They used to be the Hornets. He owned them both. Gave up his
portion.
Guess who owned the Hornets when they were in New Orleans? The NBA. But Katrina hit, and they played their interim games in Oklahoma City. They were going to market that sale to Clay Bennett. Problem was, Katrina hit. You look like a rat bastard by not sending that team back to New Orleans. That was part of their recovery plan. So Katrina took the Sonics because the Hornets were supposed to go to Oklahoma City. Them playing when the dome was all messed up after Katrina was their test drive, and they packed that place. Now, when Seattle refused to put city money up for the stadium, they had the leverage of Oklahoma City. So Clay Bennett, who was promised a team, bad PR, had to send New Orleans back. Stern is waving this here. Insult to injury. They signed a contract that sells out for $70 million. If you let it move, we'll pay you the $70 million. You should have held them to the contract when they said they weren't going to move. So there's layers of the economics shifted. It's Seattle. We're not as liberal as they say we are. Folk are reluctant to spend money on that. Like Paul Allen got his stadium built even after they voted it down. Like I got the check. I can do it myself. I can do it myself. So when we start talking about the Sonics, I was never mad at the players.
Yeah, definitely.
KD was ours. I'm mad at Clay Bennett because remember he gutted the team before he went and got KD.
KD.
I just think we'd have had KD, Russell,
Harden,
and Harden.
Ibaka, y'all had all of them.
Jeff Green,
Nick Collison. Y'all had some squad, man. But
so he tried to gut it to show the narrative that Seattle didn't support the team, and we supported it anyway. Definitely. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for having this conversation because it was too soon. It's still too soon to talk about that interception at the Super Bowl. So next time.
Oh yeah,
we definitely
gonna get to it, but we appreciate you coming on to the platform, man. We appreciate
I'm here. I gave you the best I got. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, you dropped a lot of knowledge on us, man.
Wilford Bradford, man, that's my new man.
Yeah, man. So shout
appreciate you coming through.
We're
gonna have him back. We're gonna have to figure out how to get this good.
This is the first time having him on the Two Shot Guys a Mile High. Like I said, man, we appreciate the audience. We appreciate all the listeners out there for tuning in. It's going to be a great episode. This is a great episode. We hope you feel the same way, man. We appreciate it, and it's just been, a spectacular setting just to have all the knowledge that you shared with us, all the wisdom that you shared. It definitely opened my eyes, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for 2CGMH that, it definitely opened our eyes and ears and hearing what T-Ops has been saying to us. So we want to continue to heed the word and be able to spread the message and use this platform for what we can. And as always, we appreciate y'all. Please share this. Like the content, love the content, share with whoever you know. Follow us on IG at 2CGMH. We'll be getting the content out, y'all.
2C what?
2CGMH.
Two Shot Guys a Mile High. This is your player partner P-Wil, Mr. Feel Good, aka Drip Chronicles.
It's your boy WB. Come fly with me, but you can't fly for free.
And it's your boy Al-Diga,
the architect.
Building together, man. My mind is just blown right now, bro. I'm steaming right now. Just knowledge. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you gonna sign off and tell them where to find you?
Hey man, follow me on the whatever y'all supposed to say, the gram. Hit me in the whatever. Church by the side of the road. www.cbsr.org. We broadcasting live 8 a.m. West PST Pacific Standard, 10:30. Come through, slide through. Let's see what God has for the both of us. God, thank you for letting me hang out, man. Show me how to get on the ground with that.